Hello.
Hello. Good Friday morning.
Still morning.
Yeah, I always have to look at that.
Same here. What are we talking about today, Danielle?
Today we're talking about teams and in the real estate world. And the topic came up recently when somebody thought it was weird that I was part of a team that wasn't my name. And while teams mean something different to each team or each, we did it a little different. We made it our own thing. And so
we do everything a little different, don't we?
We try, right? What sets us apart always. So we wanted to kind of go over what that means for us as realtors, as well as what it means, at least in our team dynamic for our clients. Because I think it's very important that since we did try to do it a little different and we were very conscious of how we were going to form this and move forward and what the Ruth Sheehan team was going to mean. We want to explain that to clients and potential clients, because I think sometimes if people have used other teams, it might be off-putting. So we wanted to kind of briefly go over that.
Yeah, and we, from the very beginning, as Danielle mentions, we did it a little differently. We tend to do that. We really like to analyze what exists and then come up with what we think would be better. Mm-hmm. Make some tweaks here and there, add a layer, take what really works well, and then improve upon it. And we do that constantly with our own systems as well. Excuse me, sorry. I thought I had everything off.
We need one of those little starters at the beginning, like the movie theaters, like reminder, turn off the phone.
Well, we still have a landline for Nathaniel.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
okay. And it's not usually up here, so it's not in my frame of consciousness, but it rings. So, So there is kind of a famous book written in real estate about how to form teams. And teams are kind of subsets of brokerages. So a big brokerage can provide a number of things for the agents who are part of it. And then a lot of agents felt that they need to take that one step further and kind of go deeper and have another entity that provides support while agents perform the specific jobs that they excel at. And we put together a little list of the skills that are most important. This is certainly not a comprehensive list, but it is most important that somebody going into this business as an agent really excels in all of these things. And that is sales, marketing, advertising, graphic design, accounting, business, management, data analysis, HR, PR, client care, education, paperwork, data entry, contracts, attention to detail, and our business hours are about 84 hours a week. Occasionally, some of this business gets done outside of those hours, but that's crazy business. So we try to at least stick to those 84 hours. You might notice if you've ever done any sort of personality testing or profiling or hiring of any kind, that's not one person. There is not a person on the planet who's going to be great at those things. So if you hire one person who is really great at a few of these things, maybe they're really good at the sales, marketing, advertising, graphic design, and they've got really shiny stuff to show you. That's awesome.
Right.
How's their contracts going to look? How is their analysis of current market data? The likelihood that those two great skills exist at a great high level in one person is pretty low. So when Danielle and I first started working together, we realized that together we could offer so much more to our clients than we could individually. And as we started adding people to our team, we just found that and I'm the first one to admit, I lack some skills. I know very well what they are, and I'm not going to spend my life trying to get better at the things I suck at. I'm going to spend my life doing the things that I'm already really good at. And so some of those things, Danielle compliments, some of them Tim compliments, which is great, in a marriage too. And then we have Tammy and Monica, who excel at things that I'm just going to speak for myself, Danielle. I am horrible at.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily horrible at all of it, or all of those things that they do, but I definitely, let's be honest, don't want to spend my time doing that. And that's what I had, when somebody had questioned me about why did you choose a team? Well, because I like to be out there. I like to be promoting ourselves, be promoting our products, be promoting, what we do. And I'd like to be there supporting my clients, being able to fully walk them through all the questions that they have, especially first time home buyers and sellers. That's what I want to spend my time doing. And
it's what you're really good at.
Well,
you might not absolutely suck at the paperwork like I do, but that's your superpower. That's your great strength. So why not be working on a deeper level with people doing what you need to do for them, rather than just being able to do a smattering of those things that really matter, because you're spending your time bogged down in getting an initial on page.
Well, let's be honest. How many businesses out there is the person doing the payroll and the person doing the paperwork and the person doing the tax reporting and the person doing the sales and getting the products ordered and all that, the same person? It's not.
And where it is, I will say that is typically a business that is unbalanced and likely going to be a statistic.
That is quite possibly. Yeah. I mean, you get burnt out.
And most people go into a business because that's the thing they do well.
They have a passion for one thing.
If you're great at cutting hair, I was a really good bartender. I opened a bar. Being in the office didn't help me sell any drinks, but there was a lot of work that had to be done. So having someone else do those things so I could do the thing that was my business was the most important. So same thing happens with real estate. We should be talking to people. We should be doing this. We should be showing houses. We should be listing houses, and figuring out another thing that you and I are really good at is the analysis of the data. So we're constantly looking through, sifting, and reading the market data and discussing it with one another, because as we've talked about before on this broadcast, we're in different markets, so we see things a little bit differently. Sometimes one is a little bit ahead of the other. Sometimes you'll just see something different in certain geographical area or a certain sector of the market. And when we can analyze those pieces together, we get a much clearer picture, a much more thorough detail of what's going on, which is what's going to help us figure out what to do with that house we've got for sale. If we're not watching the data, we just go like every other agent and say, well, then it must be price. And don't get me wrong, it's often price. We will tell you if it's the price, but we're going to look first and we're going to know what's going on.
We're not throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks.
Exactly. So we get to spend the time really focusing on those things at a deep level.
Absolutely.
I like to liken it to a football team. And if, the quarterback tried to throw the ball and run down the field and catch it and then run it for a touchdown and block all of the other guys. I love my sports analysis.
But that being said,
far.
but what I would like to point out is that there really isn't too much handing off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is different with our team. That when you see Ruth, it'll be at an event. It'll be today. You know, if you're my client, or if it's a hot market like this, and we need to get you in to see a house, and I'm already showing something, Ruth will step in. Tim will step in. We have this backup system, but we're not handing you off completely, which
I think
a concern.
Something that has been brought up to us as an issue sometimes with other teams, that someone feels like they're coming in with the person that they know, and then that person's gone. We're never gone.
No.
We do have people who are handling the things that they do best. So you might be talking to Tammy about where to sign your disclosures, but you can absolutely shoot me a text or pick up the phone and call me anytime you have a question that you don't feel is getting answered correctly. But I'll tell you, Tammy's really going to be better at answering those disclosure questions.
Right. But when it comes down to the negotiations, when it comes down to offering advice, when we get down to the paperwork and what we're offering or what you're accepting as far as an offer goes, or how to best handle things, those are all us.
Yes.
We keep the marketing, you know, we're at the open houses. We are the ones who, but, you know, somebody is sending out the flyers for us. Okay, great. You know, I mean, it's, or booking our
again, we do those things that are most important for us to do. They're not the only important things that get done. Everything that gets done is very important, but they're the things that are most important for the clients to get done by us, because that's where our skill set lies.
Correct. So we are collaboration. And we, like Ruth said, we talk to each other all the time about, okay, I heard about this, or what do you think about this? Or this is a new trend here, or the numbers are saying this. And it's a constant, both of us working together to take our ideas and our thoughts and try to hash out what the best plan is. You know, what advice we're giving. You know, is it still a buyer's market? Is it still a seller's market? Is it, you know, how, you know, oh, there's this new product out there for marketing. Is this a better than what we've been doing? You know, when we've added videos, yes, our videos now are much better than when we started and we did the pictures that moved with some music.
Also, we get so much feedback for the things that we do, because we do so much more of it than we would do as individuals, right? So
Correct.
Together we've sold hundreds of houses. If we separate that, and we really have done it together. So it's not like there are, you know, you'll occasionally hear of someone who uses someone else's statistics because they sit next to them or something. That's not us. We really, really do all this together. So, and Tim too. So together we've sold hundreds of houses. If we only had a fraction of that belonged specifically to us, we would not have the wealth of experience that we have from the number of transactions that we've done. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about our videos, well, we've got all of the data to show how much of an impact those have in our marketing. We can look at a specific mailing that we do and the reaction that we get and say, you know, maybe this one kind of fell flat. Was that a one-time thing? Or is there a trend? Is there something we need to improve upon? We can look at everything we do and magnify it by the number of transactions and magnify it by the brains that are all involved in this. And we can look at all of us and say, how is this working? And do we need to make any changes?
Sure. Exactly.
So I think that's huge too.
Yeah.
And we've just always felt that we're able to bring our clients so much more together than any one of us could on our own. That's really what it comes down to.
Absolutely. So it's buy one, get three.
Exactly.
But, you know, still knowing the product that you're getting, you know, when we're out there, we are supporting you. We are, again, not handing you off to somebody new, or somebody who's, opens doors or whatever. We stay the course with each of our clients. We're there from beginning to end. So I think that is the most important key to it all. Is that while there is some delegating, you should, hire us with confidence as well.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, I mean, sometimes we are going to have somebody else show you, because that's the fastest way to get you into a house in this quick moving market. We don't want you sitting and waiting around for us. What if we're sick? Nobody's going out even with a cold right now. So I'm not going to walk into somebody else's house. And I'm also not going to let you lose that house just because I've got the sniffles. So what's a great solution to that? We have a team. They already know who you are. You may have met them, and they're going to take care of you. And then you're going to follow up with me, and we're going to walk through, the follow-up on that.
Correct.
So yes, everybody has their little piece, but we also all work in tandem, again, like the football team.
Yes.
So I don't think anyone ever says like, oh man, the running back scored that down. I thought it was going to be the quarterback. I'm leaving.
Awesome. Are you not aware of fantasy football? There's plenty of people who do that, but
well, yes, in that context, absolutely. But unless anyone's got us,
but at the end of the day, there has to be a
team,
sport.
which we might have just come up with a brand new business. Fantasy real estate team. Tune in next week.
There you go.
All the details.
We'll hash that
out. We should also mention, if you're a realtor and you're thinking about joining a team and you'd like to join ours, again, we do things fairly differently from other teams. So you might be surprised at how much we can help your business, and how much you might enjoy working with us.
I think we're a blast.
Oh my God. We are so much fun. So hit us up if you'd like information on that. If you're thinking about maybe getting your real estate license and you want some questions answered, we're here for that too. So we love to talk about real estate. I love when I'm out and somebody says, "I'm sorry, I'm making you talk about real estate." It's kind of my favorite thing to do. So
I had a coffee this morning and I'm like, I've been talking with so many people about this. And I thought, and as I was talking about it, I was like, maybe it's because I keep bringing it. I'm like, hey, do you want to hear about this?
Yeah.
That's okay. Comes with the territory, I suppose.
It does. So reach out to us if you've got any questions about real estate from either side. We will be looking to grow our team in the near future. And we'll be looking for people who might be interested in working with us.
Joining.
And then, of course, if we've got a house to buy or sell, we're your people.
We are.
See you next week.
Yes. Have a great weekend. It's supposed to be really nice.
I don't think we ever said that this is Putting the Real in Real Estate with Ruth Sheehan and Danielle Tully from eXp Realty.
Sure didn't.
I think
but we are, and we did.
See you later. Bye.
How's it going?